Good morning, everyone. Happy Christmas. Rach said we're in the Christmas season. She's not wrong there, is she? I mean, it's been going for a month already, and here we are, Christmas week at last. We've been thinking this morning about names. Now, my name is Derek. I'm one of the church leaders here at Ebenezer Church. You've got a name as well, I suspect. And I was struck, actually, at the thought that a lot of people's names could quite easily be associated with Christmas. Have a think. Have a think. A name, a person's name that you think, actually, I could associate that name with Christmas. And I'm going to ask you to shout some out. And Rachel is very kindly going to list. I wonder how many there are. So, any names that you might associate with Christmas? Let's have, we're going to have some. Yes. Christian. Mary? Yes, of course. So some are obvious, aren't they? Now you're thinking, aren't you? Becky. Chris. Anyone here called Chris? Oh, we got a few, actually. Look, I'm working my way back. Carol. Oh, very good. Carol. Robin. Absolutely. Noel. Oh, these are... Who? Stuart. I better do some this side as well. James. Very good. I like it. Zach. Holly and Ivy. You give me two names all in one go. Holly and Ivy. What else have we got? Joy to the world. Absolutely. Daniel. Joseph. How did he not come up sooner? Steve.
Natasha. It means born on Christmas Day.
Natasha. Perchance, is there a Natasha here? We've got a couple, at least. Would you believe it? Oh. Rachel.
Because it means sheep, and there's loads of sheep.
Who knew? We're going to be looking at Rachel in a very different way in the future, aren't we? You're going to have to shout loud from up there. Oh, my word. Why wasn't that top of the list? We got some more. There are some more. Noah, I think we've got a Noel. Oh, there we go. Who? Paxo. Of course, that well-known name, isn't it? You know, what are we going to call our brand new baby? Well, it looks like Paxo to me, and we get it. At the back, Karen. Rudolph! We're going to run out of paper here. I'm going to have a couple more. Dana. Emmanuel. Absolutely. Gabriel. Well, that is really quite a list. And there are some Christmas names here, aren't there? We've definitely, as we've mentioned, we've got Chris. We've got, who else have we got here? Rachel, Natasha, Mary. Oh, Mary. Carol. Or Caroline. Wow. What else did I have? Nah, Derek's not really a Christmas name, is it? Jasper. That was on my list. Nicholas. Angela. Wow. I've got to say, When you have a baby, choosing a name, easy or hard? It might be either way. Some might think, I know exactly what we're going to call our baby. And it's easy. You've got it. And others, it's like, oh, what do we call this baby? And I think we choose names for different reasons. Whether it's the name is relating to someone we already know. And we love that person. So we're going to not so much name our baby after them, but we love the name. We're going to choose that name. Or you just like the sound of the name. Or you love the meaning of the name. If you go into the fact that names do have meanings. And as has been rightly said this morning, my wife's name is Angela. It's a Christmas name. And other Angelas present?
My name is Elizangela, which is God in Arabic.
Wow, thank you for sharing that. I happen to know that Angela's dad called her Angela because he thought she was an angel. Wow, you can't be right all the time, can you? That was a joke, by the way. And this is a very young Angela. I like the thought that my parents gave me a name which means strong, courageous, athletic, fit. But they call me Derek instead. Now, we have had related to us something of the beautiful biblical Christmas story. And Joseph was told by an angel to give the baby the name Jesus. She will give birth to a son. The angel's talking and referencing Mary. She will give birth to a son, and you are to give him the name Jesus, because he will save his people from their sins. Jesus means Savior. So his name was bursting with meaning. But actually, throughout the life of Jesus, he was given many names and titles, each one with a special meaning. And one such name, as is so obvious this morning, is the name Emmanuel, which means God with us. You've got it. The virgin will be with child and will give birth to a son, and they will call him Emmanuel, which means God with us. And so in this one name, we have, I think, a little bit of a summary of what Christmas is really all about. This is God coming to us. Emmanuel, God with us. This is God living amongst us. Emmanuel, God with us. This is God saving us. Emmanuel, God with us. And this was the purpose of his coming to us. You see, it's because of our sin, because of our wrongdoing, because of our weakness and our brokenness, God himself came up with the rescue package. So Jesus, God the Son, came to us and fulfilled the meaning behind his name, Emmanuel, God with us. I love the description that Jeff gave. It's not us finding a tall ladder and climbing it as high as we can to get to God. No, it's the other way round. It's God coming down from heaven to be with us, amongst us, close. I love that. I want to think about just those three words, God with us. Very briefly this morning. First, God. Just that word, God. God is big. He is the all-powerful, all-creating, all-holy God. I know that people often have a problem with the Christmas story, as we have it in the Bible. In particular, people will have a problem with certain elements of the story. For example, angels. Can you really believe in angels appearing to shepherds? We had that acted out before us this morning. Some people have a problem with dreams that gave instructions to Joseph on one hand, to wise men on the other. People have a problem with a virgin birth or a special star in the sky. And people will say, look, these are impossible things. And of course, they're right. Aren't they? These are impossible things. If the way you look at everything is through a lens of there is no God. Do you see that? If that's your worldview, there is no God, full stop, then you're right. There's no virgin birth. There's no angels. There isn't a star in the sky. These are impossible things, because if there is no God, what we're left with is a fairy tale, a make-believe story, a feel-good story, and that's all it is. But once you look at everything through a lens that says there is a great big God, then these things are easy. They've got to be. If God can create everything, he can send angels with a message. He can make a virgin birth happen. Easy, genuinely easy, because God is God. And note this as well, that God is big and powerful, which means he is bigger than any problem we have in life. He is bigger than any struggle we're going through. He is bigger than all of the bad stuff that happens in our life's experience. He's greater than that. He's bigger than that. That's why he's such a good friend by our side through the difficult times. So, in Jesus, we have a powerful God. Secondly, with God with us. The emphasis on the second word. He is present. All right? Powerful, first of all. Present, secondly. God came to us. God made the first move. He loved us first. Now get this. This is God himself clothing himself with humanity, but without the sin and the wrongdoing that characterizes us. This is God containing himself in human form and experiencing firsthand pain and hunger and thirst and tiredness and loneliness and rejection. This is God covering himself with a human body. So no one can accuse God of not understanding us, how we are, how we feel, the struggles we face in life. He does understand, because he clothed himself in a human body. Jesus, God with us, present. Lastly, us, obviously. God with us. My point here is he is a personal Savior. This isn't just God coming to the whole world. This isn't just that verse in the Bible, John chapter 3, verse 16. God so loved the world that he sent his son Jesus. It's also God loved me. Personal. Us. Me and you. This is God coming to you and me. This is God coming close to our life and situation. This is God wanting to receive us as we are. God wanting relationship with us. Wanting to forgive us, rescue us, save us. So in Jesus we have a personal Savior. And this is the Christmas story. God with us. There's an invitation here. An invitation. In the Christmas story, God used an angel to invite Mary to be the mother of baby Jesus. God used a dream to invite Joseph to take Mary as his wife. God used a host of angels to invite shepherds to go and see Jesus. God used a star to invite wise men, the Magi, to visit Jesus. All those invitations, and there's an invitation to you and me to come to Jesus, to see Jesus for who he truly is. God, powerful, with, present, us, personal. That is the Christmas story. It really is. And I'm inviting you to come to Jesus yourself. Forget everyone else. Have you come to Jesus. His death on the cross has meant it's possible to have relationship with God. And it's in and through Jesus. Come to Jesus. God with us. You know, we are all invited to come to Jesus, to believe in him, to receive him. We need Jesus with us. So what shall we then say to all of these things? If God is with us, who can be against us? Hey? I'm going to invite the band just to come up and lead us in our final worship. And as they do so, let me end with a story. It's a true story. It's about Reza. And he was an Iranian. Out of the blue, one of my relatives asked me to go with him to a church on Friday, Reza explains. When a friend told him the church was named Emmanuel, he didn't think it was particularly significant. The first thing that came to my mind was my friend's name at third grade school. Reza later learns the wonderful definition of Emmanuel, God with us. But the reality of that statement was about to be thoroughly tested. At a national level, a big wave of pressure was hitting Christians in Iran. In Tehran, Reza's home city, leaders were forced to call off their services as the risk of arrest was increasing week on week. Reza took some convincing from his family that he should move away from Iran, but agreeing it was the safest option, he relocated to Cyprus. A few weeks after he moved, he was invited to attend a house church. What was its name? Emmanuel. Reza's words say it all. It was a mixed feeling of wow and being freaked out, as it did not sound a coincidence any longer. Reza's faith grew as he attended Emmanuel Church. However, a lot of pain and frustration was building in his heart, much of it relating to his past. A recurring knee injury was the final straw and prompted an angry outburst at God. But as Reza poured his heart out, something amazing happened. I noticed that I was sitting on my knees and my knee was completely bent, which a few minutes ago and for a few years was an impossible thing for me to do. That night, Reza surrendered to God. I knelt, cried, and gave my heart to him. Isn't that lovely? 2 churches also bore that name, Emmanuel, that came into Riza's experience and helped draw him to God. My prayer is this Christmas time, you will be drawn to God, God with us.